Hello Internet! So a couple of days ago, it was a holiday here in Brazil and I got blindsided by my youngest brother and my sister-in-law. Not wanting to put a good raining afternoon to waste, I broke out a game and filmed it for first play. So that's why I'm not exactly unboxing it in front of the camera. But before we go to the accelerated montage, I want to show you the contents of the box. The game is called Age of Gods. It's the revised edition from Asmodee Editions LLC, from 3 to 5 players. It says around 90 minutes. I only played it once, so it went a lot over 90 minutes actually. But it is to be expected. It's the first time you play. I don't know the names of I don't recall the names of the designers, but I'm sure they are appearing on the bottom of the screen. So the game comes with 2 rule books, actually one, the rules of the game, and the second booklet is the player's guide, which is in essence further explanations about all of the races of the game and all of the gods of the game, especially specifically their powers. Is a lengthier explanation than what you can see in their cards. Second of all, how can I open this? The board, which is a little weird. It doesn't fold exactly in the middle. It has this little area to fold here. And here you have the areas of the different races from size 1, 2, 3, and 4. And the rounds of the game. And I don't know if you can see it. Let me see, I think this way is better. The breakthrough of the action phase and Divine Wrath, which is a specific thing you do at some points of the game. And then we have the cards, which are divided into the yellow races, the red races, which is divided between the 1 and 2 races size 1 and 2, races size 3 and 4. And then special cards for different rounds of the game, races size 1, races size 2, size 3, and size 4. Those are special betting cards for the gods. And then the cards of the gods themselves. Got a dice, a simple 6-sided dice, a lot of tokens, some wood chips or wood chits that you use to define fortresses or when you technologically evolve a race. And then here you have the tokens for the several different races themselves. You have 2 sides, a more serious side and a more cartoon side. The barbarians, the high elves, the humans, there's a lot of things here, the voracious, and that's pretty much it. So I broke out the game and we played it, I filmed it. You're gonna see a couple of minutes of accelerated montage. And then I'll come back with my wife to talk about the game and decide if it can be played relying solely on the rules book, as it is the premise of this first play series. See you in a couple of minutes. was our playthrough of Age of Gods. We've actually played the game, what, one more time? Twice after we recorded?
I think twice.
Okay, so we played at least twice, and it was a very good thing that we did it because the rules of the game are actually simpler than it seems. Well, what did you think?
It looks more complicated than it is.
Mm-hmm.
I think it is. But it's a game that takes quite a while to set up because you have those small pieces that you have to put lots of pieces on the board. It takes quite a while to set up. But it's a simple game. Mm-hmm. I don't think the rules are very complicated.
And that was the thing. We have the menu here.
Yeah.
Yes. It's very small. It's fairly small. It's rules of the game. Oh, this is the player's guide. Okay. Yeah. There were a lot of times when we had to check the instruction manual because somebody at the table said, "Is that it?"
Yeah, just that?
Yeah, I just need to like roll the dice and is that it? And we checked the manual more times than I expected just to realize, yes, that was it. It's a very simple game, a very straightforward game.
You can play the game being a really good guy and not interfering with the other players, but there's no way to know because you don't know which races the other players are representing. So, but you can really be a good guy, or you can be a really, really jerk and just go and use your powers to destroy all the enemies and all the races that you can and wipe out the
yeah, that's one of the things.
The board, and it's a different game when you play with different people because everyone has his own way to play, like a good guy or like a jerk.
I think
you like to be a jerk.
No? It depends on the god I choose because you get two cards and you choose the god between those two gods, and I think the game captures that feel, that idea of being a god of a fantasy game. You can be a just and good god, or you can be a capricious god. Yeah. Actually, there are moments in the game that require you or give. Actually, it doesn't require, but gives you the opportunity of being very capricious, very Greek Roman god, so to speak. The game gives you a lot of wiggle room. Every time you play, you can have a very different experience compared to previous moments because of that, because of the dynamics of the races that are favored, the actions of the other players. There are a lot of opportunities to do a lot of different things. And the designer of the game, this is a French game. The game itself is gorgeous.
Yeah, it's a beautiful game.
The name of the art designer, it's John McCambridge. The illustrations are from John McCambridge. You can fly through the first play if you just remember this. It's a simpler game than it sounds, than it feels. You're going to look at it and think it's a highly convoluted fantasy medieval game. It isn't. It's a simple, straightforward strategy game with very simple rules that relies more on your cunning than the roll of the die or the choice of cards. I liked it. I don't think it's going to see a lot of table time here because most of the people who come here to play with us thought it was a so-so game.
Yeah.
Even yourself.
I think it's a so-so game. There are different aspects that you can explore in this game, and we didn't play it a lot yet. But it's not, to me, it's not a really, really fun. Really
Here's what I think. Both you and the people who come, our friends who come to play, our gaming friends, you guys are
nice people.
Yeah, you are used to games with a little more flavor. Yeah. And you have to bring a lot to this game. Yeah. You have to imagine a lot. Yeah, you have to contribute a lot to this game. And we are used to games a little more... We are used to games that are more full of stuff, I think, you know. But
there's tiny little pieces.
Yeah, we play Carcassonne, we play Catan, we play... What else? We play Acquire.
Okay.
We play light games.
4 or 5.
Out of 10?
Yeah.
Okay, so...
No.
That's normally what
5
happens.
or 6.
No, that's normally what happens. I like games more often than she does. I haven't managed to convince...
I'm picky.
Yeah, I haven't managed to convince anybody to play... what's the other one? Nightfall.
Yeah,
I love that game.
yeah.
Nobody wants to play it.
Yeah.
I think this is going to be one of those games. I love it. Nobody will play it.
I play it. I just play it.
Yeah, but we're also going to play it very little because it's 3 to 5 players.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so that's it. Oops. Okay, so that's it. This was Age of Gods. It passes through the first play test with flying colors. I'm Marcelo. This is Luciana.
And we are the Gamerati.